Today we're looking at the X2 48-volt system with space. Cameras rolling, check.
What is up, YouTube adventure family? It's a big box. It's a big bike. We're gonna open up the PostJoy GT16 electric dirt bike. It has pedals. Super curious to see what this thing looks like. I'm pretty sure I'm the first person in the world to ever unbox and assemble this on YouTube, and I'll be the first to review it too. But first, let's open it up and see what the folks at PostJoy put out for 2026 with the GT16 electric dirt bike. Let's see what they got. Hey, first off with the packaging, you can see they do a really good job on reinforced cardboard here. It is a heavy package. Package coming in at 116 pounds according to FedEx. Just a big package, arrived in really, really good condition. Looking at about 55, 34, and about 10 inches wide. So it gives you an idea of the measurements and the weight in case you need to haul this thing before you assemble it. Pretty big package, was not light. Open the package up so we can see what it looks like on the inside. This is to give you an idea of the packaging from the top. Looking good. Looks like we got some carbon fiber type fender here. Probably like a charger there. Looks like it's packaged really nice. Some zip ties, some really nice grips. And that looks like a dirt bike tire for sure back there. I'm excited. Let's open up the front and see what it looks like from the front view. Oh, looky there. Well, you look at that. All right, there's the packaging from the side view. A little mini dirt bike tire, but some big old hydraulic calipers and some big rotors on that thing too. Looking through there, power cable looks like it's pretty big going to that rear hub motor. It's a rear hub motor. Some carbon fiber-like type rear fender. Coming to the seat. The seat looks really nice and plush. Big battery in that thing. This model does have pedals. That's how this one came anyway. You can see the packaging, nice reinforcement, zip tied, everything looking good. Looks like we got a little bit bigger of a front wheel. I don't know, maybe they're the same size. We'll check that out. Let's get to the unzip tying and getting some of this packaging off so we can see what we're looking at before we put this electric dirt bike by PostJoy, the GT16, together. Okay, here it is. Pretty much all unpackaged. It's all unzip tied anyway. Get an idea of how the size is and the colors and just how it looks. Looks really nice. Looks really cool. It's just a little mini electric dirt bike, but it's got pedals. See? Pedals, pedals, pedals. Some of the things that came in the package, of course. We'll start from left to right. Got a kickstand, a couple pedals. These are like the metal pedals. These are like the aftermarket ones that I buy on Amazon for a lot of my e-bikes, just because they're metal, they're thin, they got better grip, and they look cooler. Some tools. Looks like we got a couple wrenches, and then some Allen wrenches and some other little accessories in there. We've got a lock. It's pretty small, but it's a lock. We've got a fender, front fender, carbon fiber look to it. It's just plastic, carbon fiber look, but looks really cool. We got some instructions here. We got a really nice charger. It's a 5-amp charger. I think it's 54.6 volts on that thing. So top to bottom, that's a 48-volt, 25-amp-hour battery. So you're looking about 5 hours top to bottom, about 80%, probably in about 2.5, 3 hours with that charger. So that's really awesome. And what is absolutely awesome is the headlamp. Look at that. You talk about, I don't really know what to think about that, but I like it. But anyways, there's the accessories. So it gives you an idea of what comes in the box. Let's take a look at the bike. All right, there it is. Got it on a stand. That's what's really cool, that it actually fits on motorcycle stand. That looks cool. But yeah, 12-inch wheels with 203mm rotors. I'll say with the tires, probably looking at about, I don't know, probably about 14, 15 inches, front and rear. Cool looking bike. Let's go ahead and put on the handlebars first. I'm gonna grab Allen wrench here. All right, now we'll bring the handlebars over. This is like a really good angle to actually show y'all. And always remember, with handlebars, you're always gonna have your shifter will always be on the right. So, put that on. I'm gonna get those on there loosely. Then we could pop in the others. So that way the clamp will be nice and secure. With those handlebars, it's super important to have your handlebars nice and snug and in the right position so it's comfortable for you to ride too. So we'll get that set up as well. That, nice and snug. And now we're going to move our way down to this area. As we move our way down, we'll start with the fender, the front fender here, and then we're going to go ahead and put on our headlight.
Routine that pays the bread. Something feels off today. These wheels won't go the normal way. Battery indicators flashing red.
Next, we'll put on our headlamp. You can see here we got a couple harnesses or brackets here, and then our skull headlamp, we got a couple bolts here on the side. So we'll go ahead and take these bolts off.
Handlebar shaking what's ahead. Speed limiters acting strange.
Same on the other side. I'll get this probably angled about where I want it here. You can see we got the other side there. Right here on the orange plug, that's for your headlight and your horn, I would say. So there's a little notch here, a little notch there. Maybe little arrows on top too. Just take your time, line them up. Don't force anything. And it should pop on pretty easy. There you go. I'll take off the all thread here for the packaging purposes. All right, now if you look in here, you can see there's a big old clip. There, I popped it out. It's in between those calipers and that brake system. So in shipping, if these front calipers and that brake lever squeezes, it doesn't seize these up. It could be a real pain in the butt to seize it up. We also need to pay attention when we put on the front wheel that we line up the rotor inside the calipers and inside those brake pads really nice and even, and we could check and get those nice and even in case there's any rubbing or anything before we take this on a cruise. Let's go ahead and put on the front wheel.
Can't slow down, can make this change. Lost control, but I'm rolling with.
All right, we'll let that rest right there. I'm going to put on our kickstand. I'm going to show you why, because we want to get as much pressure down on that front wheel when we tighten those bolts. So we want it actually down on the ground really nice. So we'll put our kickstand on next.
Lost control, yeah, I'm rolling with it through the streets. Past the signs, never felt so alive. 30 miles per hour plus, hard racing, nerd and trust. Common said play it safe, but now I'm breaking away. As I'm learning how to break the cage, motors humming loud.
Okay, there it is. You can see we've got everything put on. The handlebars, front fender, that crazy cool headlamp. We've got the front wheel kind of on. We just don't have it bolted on all the way. I'm going to show you why here in a second. Okay, another dirt biker trick. Once we get it on, we want to kind of compress it. Get it nice and locked in and even. And what that does is that aligns the forks. It aligns the handlebars. Gets everything just kind of in line. All right, now that we've done that, down here with our handy dandy socket set up, make sure that our little locking washer is nice and in place. Get those nice and hand tight. And we'll start getting these locked down. Now this being a 48 volt 20 amp hour system, I can't imagine it having crazy amount of torque, but let's be sure to get those locked on. And there you go. Boom, boom, boom. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. And there it is, the PostJoy GT16 electric dirt bike. I cannot wait to take this out on an adventure. I cannot wait to show you all the review. Here, this is my backyard. Some really cool spots. If you enjoy this bike, think you might like it, I'll leave a link below. I'm gonna hold on to the review. The next adventure. It's Chris from Electric Adventure Channel.